It is Patricia Flowers, and today I'm going to be explaining to you guys a trade setup that I will be getting ready to take. So, as you can see, I am in the Great British Pound USD dollar, and this is the pair that I currently love working with. I don't think I would trade any other pair until I get used to trading the Great British Pound USD dollar. It's okay. It's okay. This is my 2-year-old son. He's very clingy to mother, as you guys could see. So, I'm trying my best to keep him quiet so I can go ahead and on with the presentation, guys. So, with this trade setup, guys, I am looking to buy the Great British Pound USD dollar. Currently, it is not ready yet, but as we can see, my trading system, my chart, the way I have it set up is the way that I do trade my forex. Hold on, guys, hold on. This is currently the way that I will be trading my forex currency chart. So let me go ahead and explain it a lot more better, guys. And yes, I do trade the 1 hour time frame. I actually look at the lower time frames to get a better entry sometimes, but not most of the time. But as we can see, if we look at the higher time frame, it is better off to take your trades on the higher time frame, like the H4 or the daily, depending on what setups you're looking at. And I'm going to show you how you can find out if you have a perfectly good setup. So, and I do not trade every single day. Guys, I trade when the setups are ready. I trade the M at the high of the day, and I trade the W at the low of the day. That is how I take my trades if I see M's and W's. But there's a certain way to trade M's and W's, and you cannot just trade M's and W's just to trade M's and W's whenever you see anything that looks like a M or anything that looks like a W. That is not how you take your trades. You have to qualify them. And there are certain days of the week that I'd like to explain to you and express to you how you can get very good trades. So, but let me go ahead and change my chart so that you can also see that I do use the moving averages as well. Like if you wanted to take safer trades, you would take this. If you took this buy right here, you would have took this safe trade by waiting until your moving average just cross above this green 20 moving average. So when your 5 and your 10 cross above your 20 moving average, you could take that trade as a safe, very safe trade. And as you can see, there was probably no drawdown. But if you probably would have gotten spooked if you would have thought, hey, this is going to take my profit. But if you're looking at the Agamat, or if you have the Agamat, you would see arrows on your chart. And these arrows would let you know if the trades are safe to stay in. So even if you see this is not necessarily going to take your profits away from you. You may be in the negative, or you may have a little drawdown, but in reality, the trade will complete itself and give you the rest of the setup. Now, how you can exit this trade is if you see a red signal behind this arrow. Even if the signal was right here, this arrow was once over here, and you saw this red signal to get out. But then you would have got a re-entry when you see this dark blue. So this way you could have re-entered and got in and got more pips for this buy. And then the sell right here, you're going to take this sell if you're going to take it the way I am going to take it. As long as you see an arrow, or if you don't see an arrow, some people may not have the Agimat. So if you do not see this arrow right here, all you're going to be looking at is this red dot letting you know a signal is about to happen, followed by the pink dot, which is your entry. But to confirm that entry, you want to make sure that this purple signal line is crossing up for a sell. This purple sell line right here, sell signal, is crossing above this green line right here. As long as it's crossing above this green line right here, then your sell is legitimate. Even if it's about to cross, That sell is very legit. So you can take this sell until you get the next arrow with a signal that crosses above the purple line, with the green signal that crosses above this purple. This is going to give you the go to take this trade. So once my green signal crosses above my purple signal, I'm going to take this trade. And as you can see, the Agamet is working its way up to go up because this buy signal alerts the higher time frame, which is the daily. The daily time frame is a buy right here. So we're waiting for this little pullback. So everybody that's in the sale, this is really a pullback on the lower time frame. This is really, well, it's a pullback on the daily time frame, but it's a signal, it's a sell signal on the lower time frames because I'm also looking at these white X's. The white X's is a good way to catch entries going on the lower. And how you can know that this is going to be an entry, you wait for your pink signal as well, like how you did on the other time frame. You just wait for your purple line right here to cross above the green. You do not take a trade unless the purple crossed above the green, or for a buy where the green line crossed above the purple for a buy. The green line has to cross above the purple for a buy, and the purple has to cross above the green for a sell. So a sell, purple above, a buy, green above. So you take this buy, as long as you see that baby blue signal, look down at your chart to make sure you see this green is crossing. Look down at your chart to make sure you see this red is this pink signal here is crossing. The purple is crossing the green. And for you to really see this, guys, over here is the signal. This is the daily. Everybody is in this trade on the lower time frame over here. They're still selling. They probably got out by now. But if you're waiting for the daily, you're going to get really massive profits. As you can see, this signal, this red signal, and this pink signal is right here. You got your purple crossed above your green. Purple is crossing above green. That means it's a go for a sell. So you could have took this sell, and I think it was about 400 something pips. So even if you got in about right here, you would have more than 400 because it's a daily. I was looking at the 4-hour time frame for 400 something pips. And so this is 619 pips. And then the hour, you still get that many pips because the hour, I'm going to show you how you could get back into your sell. So if you miss this opportunity, so let's go to the 1 hour. So I was looking at the 30, but I'm not taking any of these entries. Even though they're right there, the green has not crossed above this purple. So there is no buy. There is no buy to take. Even if it's like this, tomorrow or Friday, this trade setup will be ready. If tomorrow, as long as you see your green crossing above your purple, you should be good to go for a buy, because this is going to be a long-term trade opportunity that I will be taking a hold of. I'm looking to grow this $200 account dramatically, guys. When I grow this account, I will be extremely happy because I am. Hold on, guys. Someone's knocking at the door. Okay. So as I was saying, I am back again. And so this is how you will distinguish whether or not your trade is a go. So I could get into this trade setup, but I would wait for this green to cross over the purple, or I would wait for my moving averages to cross. Once you see your moving averages cross, that is definitely a trade you should be getting in. An example of a moving average cross is right here. This entire sale process, I was in this sale, but I got out very early. I don't understand why I got out, but I didn't. Everything I'm teaching you guys here, or telling you guys here, is basically what I did not do because I kept going back and forth at other time frames and looking here and there everywhere. So I set up myself like that. So next time I am planning on taking longer term trades, and I am still new at trading, guys. So this is all a process as well. So I am not an expert at trading, but I love to help everyone be successful as well as myself. I've, sat here and I put together this specific system because I have been researching after failure upon failure with trading. I've been researching on my own for myself for better ways of trading, and I found the Agamat. Agamat was a system, and then I am a member of PIP Society, where I learned how to trade M's and W's from the high and the low of the day. So I incorporate everything that I'm learning here, even uh, the Cynthia uh, even a Cynthia simple system here, the basic boss thingy that I'm using here with the red and blue signals. This is where I put together all of these signals here that the pink and the blue dots on my screen is basically letting me know, oh, that's a good entry. So that's another entry confirmation and exit confirmations. And also the moving average is definitely an entry and exit confirmation. So if I entered here, I would have been right about in here if I waited for the cross of the moving average. And this would have been a 111 pip trade, profitable trade if I would have got out at 100 plus pips to take profit. My take profit would have been hit. But I think I caught about 50 pips. That's what I think I caught, 50 pips. So and then I got out at 50 pips. And see, that's not bad either, but you have to set goals. So in order for you to exit the trade, I'll show you another example on how to exit. So your entry is here. Let's just say your entry is over here. But if you waited for the crossover, you would have had a very good entry. And if you know the days of the weeks that you're supposed to be trading, then you will say, okay, well, I know for a fact that this is where I'm supposed to be entering my trade because a certain day of the week, I know this trade is ready now because it's a certain days out the week that you have to take these trades. So Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Hold on. So Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, as long as I see my crossover at the high of the day and the low of the day, when the moving average is crossed up or down, it doesn't matter which way it crosses, as long as you know where the trend is going. As long as you know where the trend is going, guys, you have to look at the higher time frame. If you see that it's going to go up and you know that it's going to go up, when your moving average cross on the 1 hour time frame, or when you get the signal here on the higher time frame, when your moving average cross, you could get into that trade and you take it and ride it to the next arrow, or you can ride that for 2 weeks because of the higher time frames. For however long you want to, stay in your trade. And to exit this trade right here, you're going to wait for it cross right here. So right about here, you got out. Let's just say you got out right here. Right about here. So if your entry was, let's say, it crossed, the moving averages crossed right over here. You only caught about 28 pips. That's still a good deal of profit depending on your lot size. You could have caught $28. You could have caught about, let me see guys, hold on. I'm not very good at math. So let's say if you want a dollar per pip, you get $28. And for every amount, like if I wanted $10 a pip and plus the 28, I think that'll be 280. So that's $280, and so let's say if you wanted $100 a pip, then that would be about I think 2,800. So yes, guys, I guess I wasn't rusty with my math, so so I'm kind of happy about that. Not rusty at all. So sometimes you gotta have faith in yourself. So But anyways, guys, so that would have been 28 pips. Doesn't matter, no, because there's more trades to come, and if you wait for the stuff to cross over, the next trade might be way more than that. As we can go back and see. Let me show you. Well, the other trade wasn't more than that. So it jinked you out of this trade. You got in here, 28 pips. You got out at this red signal, you caught 15 pips. You probably wouldn't have caught nothing unless if you're waiting for your crossover. But that's okay because your next trade is going to get you the money. So it doesn't matter if you lose a trade. It really doesn't matter. I wouldn't care to lose a trade because my next lot size is going to identify how much I'm going to make. And I would be waiting for the next crossover. So I would wait for each crossover to happen. So you don't just enter at any old crossover. You have to qualify the trade. So I would probably have hold the trades that I was in, but just take the reversal points and then add another position. Add on to your position to make it more money. And that's how you would do it. That's probably how I would do it. So we're going to qualify this trade. It's not ready. As we can see, the higher time frame isn't ready. Not here, it's not crossing, so you don't take this trade until it crosses over. I don't care what anybody say. I wouldn't get into this trade unless it crossed. Right here, and I'm finna look at the higher time frame to establish that. So that's how we do it. We wait for those crossovers. So anyway, guys, I hope this video wasn't too long. If you guys need more help on this, please do feel free to let me know, so that I could better assist you with all of this. Ciao. Oh, and don't forget, if you're brand new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, share my video with everybody that you think would need to learn Forex or wants to learn how to trade Forex. I will be happy to help with anything that I've learned. I'm not saying that I'm an expert, but I do not mind helping wherever there needs to be. Till then, I'll see you next time. Bye.